Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Board Meeting Recap with Chris Adsit. Today I'm covering the Hartland Lakeside meeting that took place on Monday night, June 15th. Now remember, these are my board summaries. They don't reflect the voice of the board. It's just my way of keeping you informed so you know what we talked about, what was decided, and what might be in the pipeline for the future. Tonight, first, I want to thank the LCS Band Booster Club. They had a representative there tonight. They donated $6,600 and some to our band program. Thank you very much for doing that and for supporting our student musicians. Our superintendent also gave an update on the district. First thing, summer school started today, and there's a strong student participation. People are very excited. They're doing some really cool things like escape rooms and some other really fun things. So good things happening with summer school. We also have some hiring happening, natural transition from year to year, but we've got a really good pool right now. And so there's ongoing hiring happening. She reported a little bit more on our STEM program that was approved last month. And then now we're going into year 2 of our Portrait of a Graduate program. So the administrative team is holding meetings for that and taking it to the next level. They're also holding those meetings out in the community. So if your business was interested in having them do it at your facility, they would love to come hold those meetings by you and learn a little bit more about you at the same time. Now, getting into some more of the board work. First big takeaway tonight was the formation of a new capital improvement committee. So this committee was established to help us with long-term facility planning and to help prioritize future building needs and take the things that are necessary versus the things that are nice to have. And really what we're looking for is some community input. So we're looking for community experts, someone that might have a background in construction, facility planning, budgeting. If you're interested, please reach out to our administrative team at the administrative office. Patrick in the business office would be the one to talk to, and we'd be happy to get you onto that committee. It's just once a month, but it's again to help be an advisory committee to us, to the board, so we can really prioritize our facilities over the years to come. Patrick, our business manager, also gave some updates on our facilities and the things we're doing. If you have driven by any of the buildings, you'll notice there's some work going on outside. So those asphalt lots have already been started. They're tearing and prepping everything. And believe it or not, it may not look like it if you drive by. They should be done in like the next 10 to 14 days. I don't know how the crews do it, but somehow they do. The new dishwasher, the commercial one I talked about last month, that's on site. We're now just waiting for the installation. And we've already started the South Library renovation. So it is summer project season through and through, and we've already started. We've only been out of school, a week? So we're moving and shaking. Now, tonight, the majority of our meeting, though, was focused on a preliminary budget that was presented to the board. If you know anything about school budgets, it's really strange. Our budget starts July 1st and goes to June 30th. So we're coming to the end of our 25-26 budget now. But we don't understand and know what our revenue is until the fall. So boards have to approve what's called a preliminary budget. It gives the administrative team in operations a framework to use that will get them through between now and the fall when we find out what our real income and revenue looks like. So tonight, there were no levy decisions made. Doesn't affect anything with people's taxes right now. This is a preliminary budget that again gives them some parameters to operate on until we get our numbers in the fall. The big takeaways are enrollment is where we find out how much revenue we have to work with. That's students in versus students out. Now, resident students, ones that live in our community, in our district, those are the ones that really matter because we get a higher reimbursement per child than we do for people who open enroll in. Those are still good. Don't get me wrong. It helps us. But we have a higher dollar amount for resident students. And we don't get those numbers until the fall. So those are the ones that really drive our revenue and then corresponding budget. State aid, unfortunately, continues to decline. We are in a property rich area, so we have a high property evaluation, which means the amount of support we get from the state little by little starts to come down because they think, oh, you're property rich over there. You probably don't need as much support from the state. That's just the way that schools are funded. So when you combine some of those challenges with our increasing costs, we put forth a very conservative budget. That's what was presented to us from the administration. Now, we did challenge, we did ask some questions, and what'll happen is this fall, the administration will present several different budgets for the board to consider. One that is at the full tax authority, that means the maximum tax amount, and then other alternatives that are below that, and then present us with the trade-offs of what is lost if those revenues are not received. But again, we won't know until the fall. It could turn out to be much better. We have a very conservative budget in front of us right now. And once we have the enrollment numbers, we'll have better information to be able to make that final budget call later. So we have a strong financial balance right now. All in, we're roughly around $9 million. We have about 6.9 or so in operating budget. Remember, we don't get all of our tax money at the same time, so that money has to last a while. But the good news, again, if you didn't remember from before, we are in a non-debt situation. That means that the money we receive for our district is going directly to our kids. It's going to our staff and to educating our kids. It's not going out the door for debt service. So big salute to our administrative team, to the board for being fiscally responsible and doing some amazing things for our kids in our community. Okay, that's the big takeaways for tonight. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, reach out to the administration. We are happy to answer your questions. Again, remember, if you're interested in that capital advisory committee, reach out to our administration. We'd love to get you involved. As always, thank you for putting me in this position to serve you. I look forward to this every month. I truly do. And until we meet again, God bless you and our entire community.